Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Fire Your MD Now Radio. Mike Phillips filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden, coming at you live from a very cold and snowy Camrose, Alberta. You got to be tough to live up here, I tell you. Mind you, it's been pretty cold in the United States lately from what I hear. I tell you what, people, I have had the coolest week. Well, I'd say about the last 2 weeks, talking about longevity to different people. I mean, I walk into situations that I can't deny that I've been led to this situation by an unseen hand. Now, Dr. Glidden's fond of saying, if you don't believe in God, we can't help you. We believe that you have been given a God-given inherent ability for your body to heal itself. We don't cure you. You hear me? I'm not a doctor. I'm filling in for a naturopath, but I'm not a doctor. And I'll tell you what, I'll make you a little promise here right now. I will not BS you at any time on this show. If I don't know the answer to something, I'll find out, or I'll direct you to somewhere where you can find out yourself. We've already got a few calls up. Roberto in California, Matt in Ontario. We'll get with you soon here. Anybody else listening? The call-in line is 866-582-9933. That's 866-582-9933. Now, if you're at home and you're too shy to talk on the radio, TeamGlidden.ca has got you covered. Now, if you got a pen, write this down. 1-800-705-6892. That's 1-800-705-6892. And if you call that line and you have a specific health challenge or a concern, or you want to talk about the business end of longevity, there'll be a team member of TeamGlidden.ca ready and willing to help you out. Now, longevity is a fantastic company if you want to get involved with what we're doing. I have met some of the greatest people, and I've watched people around me get younger and more healthy and more vibrant and more self-control. It's just amazing to watch the transformation that comes over a person when they're firing on all cylinders, and operating correctly. All right? I mean, it's just amazing. You'll watch the women around you, if they're older, if they've got gray hair, it'll go back to its natural color. You'll see people lose weight. I've seen macular degeneration reverse in a matter of days. I've seen glaucoma reverse in a matter of days. I have seen stage 1 hypertension reverse in 2 days without drugs or surgery, and that's the beauty of what we're doing. The other day I was walking into an elevator at the Ramada in Edmonton. My wife is the outgoing president of the Alberta Agricultural Societies, and so I was at this big meeting with all these politicians and Ag Society reps, and I was getting into the elevator, and there was a guy with a Miami University shirt, and he had an armful of oranges. Now, you know, it kind of struck me as odd. He looked like a big guy, had a bunch of tattoos, but he had a cane, and he was walking really slow. So I said, you know, if you're from Florida, why you got to come up here and steal our oranges? He laughed, you know, and so we had a conversation, and I asked him, so what's with the cane there, brother? What's happening? Well, it turns out he'd been a truck driver his whole life, bulwark, strong guy, proud guy, and he had a customer push him out the back of his trailer, and he landed kind of on his head, neck, and shoulder, and his life is just screwed up. And the doctors have done surgery after surgery after surgery. He's on so many different drugs, and his kidneys are failing, and his heart's failing. And, man, when I see that going on, there's something inside of me that says, you know, there's a reason I'm talking to this guy right now. You are the last best hope for the people around you, your friends, your family, and you know what, frankly, complete strangers. You can build up your country by building up your countrymen. Be the change that you want to be. Don't settle to see people around you get sick and die for no reason. All right, I'm going to give the call in line out again here, 866-582-9933, and we're going to go to Roberto in California. Roberto, are you there, and can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
How you doing today? Yeah, I can hear you just great. How you doing today, Roberto?
Yeah, I'm fine. Good. Yeah, perfect.
Excellent. So what would you like to discuss here, Roberto?
It's two people. One is a 77-year-old, 90-pound, 4'9" woman. She has clogged arteries, renal failure, heart failure, pulmonary hypertension, and atrial fibrillation. And she used to have chronic asthma, not anymore. And she has a Thompson prosthesis. I don't know how to say that. They had a hip surgery.
Wow. So I'm guessing that she's been visiting doctors for a long time.
Yeah.
So, but one thing stuck out to me. You said that she had chronic asthma and that went away. How did she manage to do that?
Well, I don't know. I don't really know. But the first problem was the asthma, right? And then they came the other ones. Then she fell.
So it just kept piling up. Yeah, that's really interesting. So here's the deal. I cannot diagnose things. I can't prescribe things, but what I can do is tell you, here's what I would do. Okay? And what we want to do is support and promote the healthy structure and function of her body to heal itself. And, hopefully she can get out of the woods. You say she's 77 years old and 90 pounds?
Yes.
Okay. Here's what I would do. For the heart problems, if it were me, I would take a healthy brain and heart pack. All right? And since she's 90 pounds, she can take one of them a month. Now, you mentioned atrial fibrillation.
Correct.
I would have that lady get on the minerals hardcore. Now, there's a couple different ways she can do that. There's the plant-derived minerals, and then there's the cherry mints. The cherry mints taste a lot better. They're made with cherry juice, and my wife really likes them. I'm kind of fond of the regular minerals, but that is what I would do. Not only that, but I would get her on 2 bottles of Ultimate Selenium per month. Now, you're calling in here, Roberto. I'm guessing that you're familiar with the 10 Bad Food List?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you want to get her going with that ASAP. You know what I'm saying? So that by the time her stuff comes, hopefully she's a little bit out of the woods with the gluten and whatnot. And who knows, at 77 years old, you might just see her bounce right back.
Okay.
It might take a little while. We don't know, right? So you're a young longevity distributor, are you, Roberto?
Yes.
How long have you been around with the company?
Since June last year.
June of last year. So what got you going with longevity, Roberto? Did you have some health issues that you were going to overcome, or what?
Not really, but I like this. I like the education. I like to know things and spreading the word.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm kind of an information junkie. When I was a kid, I used to read encyclopedias in my room till 4 a.m. because I just wanted to know how things work. And since I found longevity, it's just absolutely amazing watching the effect that I'm able to have in other people's lives just by pointing them to the right information. So, yeah, that's what I would do if I was you, Roberto. And what we need to do is definitely stick with these people and keep in touch, because you don't want them to try it for 2 weeks and then quit and think it doesn't work, because, we need to give it the proper time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you had somebody else you wanted to bring up, Roberto?
Yeah, just one last thing. Do you think glucogel also for the lady?
She's got joint problems?
Well, she has actually osteoporosis. So.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, I got a little ahead of myself.
Calcium.
Yeah, I would definitely add the glucogel for that. And there's a couple of different glucogels you can get. The glucogel plus has extra antioxidants. And a lot of people tell me it's easier to take the liquid glucogels because it's 1 ounce per 50 pounds as opposed to taking 1 capsule per 10 pounds body weight. People find that to be taking a lot of capsules in a day. So, and not only that, but the glucogel tastes great. Do you use it?
Yeah, I use it.
Excellent. Yeah, so for sure. So Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, 2 bottles of selenium, extra bottle of plant-derived minerals, maybe 2, and the glucogel for sure. That's where I would go with it, and then just keep in touch with her. And do you hold meetings and stuff like that, Roberto? You got a good core of people there?
I don't get that. I didn't get that.
Do you guys have regular longevity meetings where you get together and discuss business or health issues?
Yeah, but right now I'm doing everything what I can at home.
Yeah.
I cannot go much outside. So jumping around, I cannot do that.
Okay, well, you know what? You're doing what you can, and you're doing awesome because you come to the right place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what I'm doing is reading and translating to the Spanish and to the Latin people.
Oh, great. That's awesome. I'm a Canadian white guy myself, but I've had lots of Spanish-speaking friends over the years, and they're some of the coolest people you'll ever know. Who's this other person now? What's going on with the other one?
15-year-old young lady, 88 pounds, 5'1". She's on hemodialysis. She used to be on dialysis, and now she's on hemodialysis. And she has a high blood pressure.
Okay, so you're going to be looking at... you know what? Let's get back to this after the break here, Roberto. I hear the music coming up. But just hold the thought where you're at, and we'll come back to you. Matt in Ontario, Jim in Minneapolis, and Alicia in Florida. We'll get to you. I'm Mike Phillips, filling in for Dr. Glidden. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Mike Phillips, filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. And, man, what a good life it is. February 11th, 2014. I love what I'm doing. I love it. I love seeing people get better all around me and get stronger. And I feel like I'm really contributing to my family and my society with this. Now, before the break, we were talking to Roberto in California, and he was talking about a 15-year-old young lady. Am I correct about that, Roberto?
8 pounds, 5'1". Right.
And just briefly run by what she's dealing with again and what the MDs told her, what you were just getting into before the break.
Well, she was on dialysis, but now it's on hemodialysis. And she has high blood pressure. One kidney is smaller than the other.
Okay. Well, for her, I would go with a healthy blood sugar pack.
Okay.
And possibly a little bit of extra calcium is what I would do for the kidneys. And, I don't know what she might have to do a little bit of experimenting with how she prefers to take the calcium. There's a few different options there. Make sure you find out if she has a shellfish allergy because there can be shellfish and there's shellfish in the OsteoFX, the original there, but there's options for that as well.
Okay. Well, I told my people to use the 2.0. Yeah. I like better the 2.0 than the original. So
I find that I get better absorption personally out of the 2.0 myself. Is that the same for you?
Yes.
Yeah. So tell me what's been your experience with longevity? What's it done for you, my man?
Well, it's a game changer, no? Is it like you used to be one person, and now after taking this product and following the 10 bad foods and everything the doctor said, it's a game changer. You see the life in a different view.
You do, don't you?
Yeah.
That's
you're another person.
Seeing is believing, right? And for me, when I got going on it and really following it, it's like my vision switched to HD. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know what, Roberto? Thank you for the call, and you're doing a great job in California. Do you know Nadru?
Excuse me?
Do you know Nadru? In California?
I don't.
Okay,
no.
I know. That's kind of like asking somebody in Canada if they know Jim. I know how it is. All right, we're going to let you go, Roberto. Thanks a lot for all your great work, and you're doing a great job for your community. Keep calling in. Now we're going to go over to Matt in Ontario, and I believe Matt's got some follow-up for us. How you doing, Matt?
I'm not too bad. How you doing?
I'm doing great. What's going on, buddy?
I originally, about 3 months ago, called Dr. Glidden about, I suffer from a severe anxiety disorder.
Okay.
And I was asking him for help, and he put me on a program of 2 HSPs, 2.0s, 1 de-stress, 1 Caltati per month. I've more found I'm not taking 2 HSPs. I've been taking 1 HSP, 1 de-stress, 1 Caltati, but I don't really notice any change.
Okay, well, have you been following the 10 bad food list, first of all?
Yeah, there we go. Got a big question about that. Gluten, when you eat out, can you eat gluten-free food? Can you pick gluten-free foods in a restaurant that's not in a gluten-free environment?
Well, there's different thoughts on that, right? Like, if you listen to Dr. Wallach's show, he talks about cross-contamination. I remember him talking about an ice cream that he liked to eat. I guess Dr. Wallach likes ice cream. And apparently the type that he was buying wasn't supposed to have any in it, but they were mixing it together in a vat which contained the other kind as well, and so it was sneaking in. So you're kind of have to figure it out with what works for you. Personally, I went to Eastside Mario's the other day and had one of their gluten-free pizzas, and it was absolutely fantastic. Like, I mean, it was better than the regular ones. So, you know, the restaurants and the grocery stores and all these different chains are starting to respond to the public wanting to have more gluten-free options, right?
Right.
So I hear the music, Matt. We're going to come back to you here and we'll see if we can get things on track.
Okay.
I'm Mike Phillip, and I approve this message.
Thanks.
Welcome back to Fire Your MD Now. Mike Phillip filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. And before the break, we were talking to Matt in Ontario. Now, Matt, how long had you been? Can you give us a brief synopsis of Dr. Glidden gave you a few products to take, right?
Yeah, he gave me 2 healthy start packs a month, 1 de-stress, 1 Caltati, and I think he said I took all those, but I didn't take the zinc one, Z-Max. I didn't take that one. He said take as many as you can afford, but I couldn't afford them.
Yeah, and you know what? Financial restraints are, that's how it goes. Here's the deal. How long you been on these products?
3 months.
3 months? Okay. I don't know how long it takes your body to heal, okay? Nobody does. You don't know. I don't know. Dr. Glidden doesn't know. But, you know, if a guy can stick with it, it may take a little bit longer due to the fact that you've had to cut the dosage in half, right? So
yeah, I've been taking 1 HSP probably 50% of the time. So for the last little bit, anyways, on a month and a half, I've been on 1 HSP, 1 de-stress, and 1 Caltati.
Right. So tell me this, Matt. Have you had any good results? You didn't get exactly yet what you desired with the panic attacks, but have you gotten any other good results? I
haven't noticed. However, I have been getting better for 7 years on the psychotropics that I'm already taking. Believe it or not, I've been getting better slowly for 7 years, just not fast enough.
Right.
So it's harder for me to tell. You know what I'm saying? If something else is just helping a little bit on top of that, it would be hard for me to tell unless it was significant. when you say?
Yeah. Well, hey, everybody's different, right? I don't know exactly what's going to happen with you, but I do know that I have seen significant differences in different areas. Now, my sister was having some problems with panic attacks, and she actually called into Dr. Glidden's show, and he had given her another thing to try, and I can't for the life of me remember what it is right now. But he had steered her in a different direction to, just to see if she could make that work. But my suggestion to you, Matt, is keep with it, because I've seen this work with a lot of people. Now, let's talk about financial constraints, okay? It took me about a year, and I didn't have to pay for any of my products. My auto ship is around $400 a month. Like, I get a lot of products. Same with my wife. And, just because we love the product so much and we get huge results out of it. So, it's, just take the time and really get into longevity. Find out, are you an insider with Dr. Glidden, Matt?
I just joined as an insider because I couldn't get through on the phone calls ever.
Yeah. Well, right. That can happen too, right? We're a busy bunch, but stick with it and learn about why we do what we do. And I guarantee you that you will see some results. And if you can concentrate on talking to people about longevity, and learn how to sign them up and whatnot, I think you'll find it won't take very much time at all, that you don't have to pay for these supplements. And not only that, but you can get to the point where you're actually making more money than you did before, with whatever it is that you do. I plan on making my full living off longevity. I'm not quite there yet. And I'm a guy who, what I did was I used to power polish big trucks, right? Like I said at the beginning of the show, I'm not a doctor, but I've got testing training, and I believe in these products. I've watched them help people around me. So, it's the kind of thing where it's just, I've stuck with it, and I suggest to everybody else to do the same.
Now, to save money, they told me from one of the Glidden teams called me and said to start shipping. If you got somebody you can start shipping it to, you save money that way. If you got somebody else that'll start, shipping to someone or someone one of your family members.
That's what you do. Yeah, you learn how to sign people up, friends and family. Yeah. And you'll get a cut of their purchases. See, Dr. Wallach set this up to not only improve the health of the people all over the world, but also the finances. I mean, somebody's getting paid, right? And not only that, but Dr. Wallach set it up so that he doesn't actually make any money off longevity. He makes money off of book and CD sales. So right there, he didn't want anybody to be able to point the finger at him and say, yeah, you're just a huckster making a bunch of money. No. This is scientifically proven. And, so the opportunity is definitely there for you. And if I was you, I'd tackle it head on, full out. You know what I mean? Go to all the webinars, ask Dr. lots of questions, and try and find some people in your area that are interested in meeting with you. If you hold regular meetings, then people around you can invite other people to hear about it, and you can get other people. See, pretty soon what you've got is a bunch of people around you that have really exciting testimonies of what it's done for them. And that makes it really a lot easier to sell the product because, it sells itself, really.
How do I find people in my area?
Where do you live? You're in Ontario?
Yeah, I'm in Ontario.
Well, like I said, I ran into a guy on the elevator in Edmonton, and he's coming to the Wallach show. I looked for ways to strike up a conversation. Who got you going on longevity?
Who did? I got it off Alex Jones' site. That's where I found out about it.
Okay, yeah. You know what? That's the first place I heard of longevity too. I'm a long-time Alex Jones listener.
Yeah.
Got my come and take it T-shirt and the whole bit. Anyways, Matt, stick with it. Don't give up and look into the business. There's lots of resources available for you on the business end.
I got to ask one question though.
Sure, let's hear it, buddy.
How can I go promote something when I haven't even got any results yet myself?
Promote
I can hear all the science on it, but I haven't got any results myself.
Well, I'll be honest, just tell people exactly what you told me. I'm doing this, and it hasn't worked for me yet, but check out some of these webinars, and you know what I mean? Let Dr. Glidden explain it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, yeah. Okay, I'll keep at it, what I'm doing right now. Maybe check in another month or something like that.
Yeah, you know what, Matt? I advise you also to call back when Dr. Glidden is hosting, or you can call into Dr. Wallach's show too, because let's face it, these guys know more than I do, and Dr. Glidden might be able to take another approach. Another thing you might want to do is look at some of the habits and patterns in your life with the foods you eat, and when these attacks come on and whatnot, and you might be able to dial it in yourself.
Yeah. I'm one of those people I don't get anxiety-free sessions at all. I'm always anxious, and it's just a matter of how much.
Yeah. I'm kind of an edge of the seat kind of a person too, bouncing off the walls all the time. But I got a lot of energy, and you know what? Stick with it, Matt. Keep in touch with Dr. Glidden on the show here.
Yeah, no worries. All right, thanks for your time, man.
Yeah, take care, Matt. We're gonna let you go, and we're gonna.
You might tell me Wallach's website. How do you listen to his show?
You know what? If you go to GCNlive.com, GCNlive.com, go to show list, and there's a list of all the shows on GCN. Alex Jones is right at the top, but you can find Dead Doctors Don't Lie with Dr. Joel Wallach, and there's a call-in line that you can call, and he's on every day for an hour. In fact, we're bringing him to my hometown here.
Are you?
In about a month or so, he's going to be coming here to speak. So we're pretty actively involved. And if a guy can get things like that going on, then that's how you do it. But you know what? Mission for commission, we want you to get on your feet. And, you're taking a half dose, so things might take a little bit longer, but I would eat my hat if you don't see some results.
Okay.
All right, Matt.
Don't eat your hat. Thanks very much.
I don't want to. Okay. We're going to let you go, Matt. Take care from a fellow Canadian. And now we're going to go over to Jim in Minneapolis. Jim, are you with me?
Hello.
Jim, what's up?
Yes. I got a question on nitric acid, oxide.
What's your question?
Is it something that is legitimate, or is it something that amino acids will produce? Do you know anything about it?
I would ask Dr. Glidden that question.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where to go with it, and I'm not going to BS you, Jim.
All right. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I would call back when Dr. Glidden's hosting. Are you using longevity, Jim?
I am.
You are, and how's that going for you, buddy?
I suffer from gouty rheumatoid arthritis, and it seems to be helping a little bit. I still have problems going upstairs and downstairs, but I am doing a little bit better. I'm in the same situation as your last caller, is that I'm not taking as much as I should for my body weight. So,
but you're doing what you can afford or handle, right?
Right.
Yeah, it just sucks. There's no reason for the economy to be in the toilet. No reason whatsoever. And all the job outsourcing and all these things have put people in some pretty bad positions. But I'm going to, and you heard what I said to Matt in Ontario, though. I'm going to tell you the same thing. Keep with it and look into ways of showing it to other people. Get together with some people and watch some of the webinars.
Yeah. I hear you.
And keep listening to the show. But as far as the specifics on your question, I would like you to get in touch with Dr. Glidden on that.
Shall do.
All right, my friend. Take care.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
You betcha. We're burning through the calls here, and we're going to go over to Alicia in Florida. She's got 3 people she wants to talk about. How are you today, Alicia?
I'm fine, thank you, Dr. Phillip. How are you?
Well, first of all, I never want you to call me Dr. Phillip.
Okay.
I am no more a doctor than you are, Alicia. What I am is a radio show host and a distributor, and I will never claim to be a doctor. But I've seen tremendous results in people with longevity, so in some ways I'm better than a doctor.
Okay, good. Yeah. I started longevity like 2 months ago, but not in a row. I waited about 3 weeks before I got my second order. But anyway, I'm going to hold off on asking about the other 2 people because I want to ask them further information, and they're up there in age, and I want to make sure they get the right products for them. And because mine is long as it is too, so I'm just going to go over mine. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm a 55-year-old woman, but I look like I'm 30. I've been told. But nobody wants to get old, right? Well, anyway, I started out with the Healthy Start Pack.
That's a really good place to start. You know what? That's just awesome that you started there. And that's kind of the cornerstone of what we do. But we're going to get more specific on the other side of this break. I hear the music. We'll be back after this, Alicia.
Okay.
I can hear you, Alicia.
Okay. Okay, this is what's going on. A year ago, I was diagnosed with beginning signs of cataracts. Okay. And then I was told the negative, like I've been, like doctors say, generally speaking. And I says, no, I have 2 choices. One of 2 things. Number 1, the miracle, or number 2, go back to the herb of the land. And I understand that cataracts is nothing more than caused by fungus, and it's curable. So I want to do something about it. That was a year ago, and I also have already had extreme astigmatism, which is rare case. But straining from college hurt my eyes, and it made the astigmatism worse. So I want to know what I can take for that to get completely healed from cataracts.
Well, just off the top of my head, myself, I would go with extra selenium. And I would add to that the Vision FX. The Vision FX is absolutely terrific for supporting the healthy structure and function of your eyes. I've seen what could only be described as miracles with the Vision FX, also with the Ultimate Selenium. So you're taking a Healthy Start Pack, are you?
Okay, well, the second order, I have the Tang 2.0, the Ultimate Glucogel, and the Ultimate EFA Plus. And I don't take the EFA as often because I have a strong suspicion. You know how our bodies are different? Because I've tried messing with this omegas before, not this kind, but from probably another good doctor. And when I had my blood checked a couple of years ago, the nurse said that my cholesterol was really good for my age, but she said when you reach a certain age, you don't want it that low, dangerously low, like the LDL. And then, so I had a miracle take place. My LDL went to normal. That was a miracle, which I won't even get into right now. Okay, but so I suspect that the EFAs, I probably don't need it to take as often because it'll lower my cholesterol too much. I don't know. I just suspect it, okay? But anyway, so I'm on this stuff right now. But I have questions because do I really need, how this one size fits all? Those are questions that are being posed, by one of my clients because I just got on board as a distributor, and until I get everything organized, I can't really launch the sales the way I want to. Or, my computer is very slow and needs work, and I need to upgrade my cell phone, so I'm not worried about that. But anyway, for myself, okay, the extra selenium, and what micrograms do I take it? I'm 55. And so what do you mean by that? Like how many capsules and what micrograms?
Well, let's deal with one thing at a time here. I don't, from what I have learned from Dr. Glidden and Dr. Wallach, how many EFAs are you taking?
Okay, I don't take it all the time. Okay, it says one serving size, one soft gel, but I'll skip a day or something. I take it a couple of days in a row, then I stop and skip because, like I said, I'm very leery that might lower my cholesterol.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that's going to happen. See, Dr. Wallach, as far as he teaches, that's the EFAs are a daily essential part of the 90, the mighty 90, and I wouldn't worry about it. Here's the deal. Dr. Wallach's, the reason that he's got these, I mean, we're talking about a guy that did 10 million blood works and 25,000 autopsies, right?
Uh-huh.
So, you know, you see certain patterns after a while. And I don't believe for one second that you should not take your EFAs on certain days. Would you like to know how many EFAs I take every day?
What do you take?
15.
Why?
Because I've seen big. You want to know why? I'll tell you why. Because I had such bad lungs, like it felt like my lungs were white hot and on fire. And you know, I would wake up every day and reach for an inhaler.
Oh,
and
my gosh.
it was terrible. When I was a kid, my dad took me to the doctor at 4 a.m. with my face turning blue because I couldn't breathe.
Oh, okay.
Now, I also had allergies so bad that, you know, I would be on Claritin or Sudafed or all these other antihistamines. When I got off the 10 bad food list, my lungs, they got better significantly, but it wasn't until I started really amping it up with the EFAs that I noticed a huge difference. And it hasn't hurt me even a little bit. Now, for the
I'll
next...
stay on that.
Yeah, I would do that if I would take, how much do you weigh?
Well, my nurse said I'm a little underweight. I think I should be 130 solid, but I'm 120 and kind of out of shape, and I don't like that. But I'm not obese, you know. And so I got to get to exercising because I'm seeing the chicken wings, you know, the
this rare
triceps.
opportunity.